Goodbye, my friend. You've been good to me for the last 4 years, but there is another. Apple Watch Ultra unboxing. Let's check it out. What's going on, everybody? My name is David with Side of Tech, and in today's video we're going to be unboxing, and I'm also going to be giving my first impressions of the Apple Watch Ultra. This is my very first upgrade ever since the Apple Watch Series 4, so I am super excited. Without any further delay, guys, let's go ahead and unbox this thing. So let's go ahead and start off with the outer box. All right. So this thing opens up just like the iPhone 14, and here is the box, you guys. So it's super clean white box. I noticed that the cardboard is not as like high quality as my previous Series 4 or even the first one. Real quick, let's go on over to an overhead display. I want to get all the details behind this thing. Meet you there. So the specific spec that I got here is the Apple Watch Ultra, but with the Alpine loop. So I love going hiking from time to time, and I think that this loop will look really cool. So let's go ahead and get these flaps off. So we have this really cool kind of like pamphlet here. So we have the Apple Watch logo there and some of the little kind of specs you can get. And again, we got the Alpine one. I do want to try the trail one down the line, and I've been kind of watching other people's videos, and it looks like the ocean one looks pretty interesting too. It's kind of like that same silicone feeling to it. So we'll try that out later. So other than that, we have the Apple Watch itself. We're going to save the best for last. Let's go ahead and unbox the loop. So again, this is the Alpine loop, and then this is the one in the green color. It's kind of like a flat forest green type of feel. Okay, and here's the back side. Let's open this. There is a tab here on the back. And here we go. Okay, so this stuff kind of just slides out, and here we have the loop. Oh wow, okay, so the green is kind of more like a, so at first I thought it was kind of like a gray color, but yeah, this is a sage green type of color. I really like kind of like the grayish tones. It kind of reminds me of my Toyota Tacoma. So this kind of reminds me of those Nike fabric bands, but the difference is you have this loop, so it'll grab onto these loops here, and that's pretty solid. And another cool thing is that each one of these bits, I believe, are made out of titanium. Really nice to have. All right, on to the main event, the Apple Watch Ultra. Man, I've been waiting for this thing for so long. So here's our tab. Here it is. Man, this thing looks so sick, you guys. We have some paperwork, it looks like. Oh no, sorry. This is the charging cable. So it's cool. We don't get a plastic one. It's one of those metal ones. And again, I haven't had a new Apple Watch in a while, so I don't know what the new ones look like. But yeah, it's kind of like a brushed metal here. Cool. Oh, you know what? This is a braided cable. Should help with the longevity of this charger. So let's go ahead and put this down. And the main event. Oh man. Okay. You know what? This is this is a chunky boy. It's a little heavy. So I thought it'd be a little bit lighter because of the titanium. If you guys don't know, titanium is a lot lighter than steel, but this is a huge case. It's 49 millimeters, so about 2 inches across. Here we go. Box this. And bam. This thing is really nice looking. You know what? I didn't know what to feel about that ceramic backing in the case. I'm more of like a darker tone type of guy, but yeah, I just think this fits that outdoorsy vibe so well. Let's get the strap on here. That titanium on titanium is a pretty tight tolerance. Oh, it looks like I accidentally started it up. If you're a hiker, if you're like an outdoorsy person, this has to look really cool to you guys. I would love to be rocking this thing outdoors. So you guys, let me go ahead and set this thing up with my iPhone. I'll be back in a sec. Before I try this thing on, I do want to compare this to the Apple Watch Series 4, which I have here. One thing I'll say right off the bat, even though this watch case is a whole lot bigger, this thing is actually heavier than this. And again, that's the titanium at work here. And you know what, guys, in person right now, I can see that the brightness is definitely brighter on the new watch, but I want to say that it's not too far off. So yeah, sitting inside here, there's definitely not enough sun to be hitting this watch to activate the full 2000 nits of brightness, but I will say that the Apple Watch Series 4 is still super bright even though it's like 4 years older. And let's try this thing on for the first time. Okay, all right, so we are looped, we are ready to go. Now, one thing I do have to point out, this thing does look pretty big, but if you don't have like a super small wrist, in my eyes it doesn't look that huge. I think what's really getting people is the overall shape, because it's more of a blocky look and not a rounder look. So that might be fooling people and making it seem like the watch face is so huge. But yeah, look at that thing, looking pretty clean, guys. So the price on this watch is $799. By all means, is that not a cheap watch at all? It's pretty pricey, but when compared to the competition, this is right along those lines. Actually might even be a little bit cheaper than some of them. We have a 49mm watch face, so plenty of real estate to see what's going on with the screen. This model automatically includes cellular, and instead of having 50 meters of water resistance, we now have 100 meters of water resistance. So I don't know what kind of oceans you guys are swimming in, this should survive it. And the last few things is those really cool emergency SOS settings. So we have the crash detection, the new compass, and that really awesome 86 decibels siren. I can't wait to try this thing out in the middle of nowhere. Last but not least, we finally have an increased battery life. We now have a 36-hour battery life, so this should last you guys a pretty long time, about a day and a half. And I've even seen other videos where people have had it on for longer. That's really great to hear. And also later on down the line, we're going to be able to get 60 hours in a low power mode. So this is great for a whole bunch of outdoor activities or marathon runners, just people who need to be out there for a super long amount of time and keep track of stuff. That's going to be a great feature when it releases. So guys, what did you think about my unboxing and first impressions of the Apple Watch Ultra? Personally, I think this was the perfect upgrade. Coming from the Apple Watch Series 4, I was definitely due for an upgrade, and I was waiting for that something different. Apple definitely delivered with this one. Now, with that being said, am I gonna take advantage of all these features that this watch offers? If I'm being honest with myself, not at all. But I will say I really will enjoy the new durability of this Apple Watch whenever I do go hiking, whenever I go swimming or anything like that, because there are times where I do go out for very long periods of time. I might even forget to charge this thing, and I feel like with all the upgrades with the new watch, this is the perfect one for me. So guys, I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. Thank you to all my old and new subscribers for letting me earn that subscription today. If you guys want to see more everyday tech content, especially on this new Apple Watch, definitely follow me on my Instagram, where I'm posting every single day. Now, with all that being said, this is David, serving you a little side of tech, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you guys.